Why is it so important to have different passwords on different accounts? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Here's a question I got some years ago, actually. Is it safe to have the same password for all of my email accounts? If one has an account at Yahoo Mail, Gmail, Rediff Mail, etc., and sets the same password for all of them, will it be easier for a hacker or a phisher to find out about it? Using different passwords is much safer than using one password everywhere. In fact, it's critical. Why? Because hackers know that most people have more than one account and that most people don't take the trouble to set different passwords. I'll admit it, I'm lazy. When it comes to managing passwords, I'll bet money that most people are. One password everywhere is so much easier. It's easier than even the easiest password management system. It simplifies our lives not to have to remember passwords or use any special tools to remember them for us. Here's the catch. It makes hackers' lives easier too. Hackers know that we're lazy. They know that people find it easier to have one password everywhere. Hackers also know that, especially these days, people generally have more than one account. Hacking a single account can act as a foot in the door to other accounts, which can lead to all sorts of mayhem. It's easy to guess that if a person logs in with username X and password Y on a system like Yahoo Mail, it's likely that they will replicate both username X and password Y on other services. So, once they've breached one account, hackers get clues that let them access other accounts. Account confirmation notifications are frequently sent via email. That means your hacked email account contains many clues as to what other accounts you might have. If you use the same password everywhere, it's easy sailing for the hacker to quickly try to log in as you at multiple services. For example, your Facebook login is an email address and password. Well, if they hacked your email account and you use the same password everywhere, they now know how to log in as you on Facebook. Hacks often happen through no fault of your own. You could maintain perfect security and still end up compromised. Consider all the places that you have online accounts. Let's assume that the one with the poorest security gets hacked and the contents of their entire username password database are stolen. You just got hacked, and it wasn't your fault. However, if you're using one password everywhere, the hackers now know it. The bottom line is that using one password everywhere is a risk you shouldn't take. At a bare minimum, use unique passwords for all of your important accounts, like banking and other financially related activities, and email. All of your email accounts are important, particularly if they can be used for password recovery on other accounts. All a hacker needs to do is hack your email account and then run over to some other account and request a password reset to be emailed to the email account that they now control. Whenever I talk about giving each login a different, strong password, people strongly object. No way am I going to remember all those passwords, especially if you're going to insist that they're complex on top of everything else. You don't have to. For example, I honestly don't know my online banking password. Who's going to remember something like YFK86JK8Q45B? And no, that's not it. I said something like that. Yep, I use my account frequently. Let your computer do the remembering for you. I'm a huge fan of password management programs. I happen to use 1Password. It creates a secure database of your login IDs and passwords and stores them so that only you can get at them with your single master password. And yeah, that password needs to be strong and memorable. Password vaults ease the entire process of logging in by filling in the user and ID and password for you. You don't even need to know what they are. They use strong encryption to keep your password database secure on your machines and support synchronizing or accessing that database across multiple computers and multiple devices. And they make it trivial for you to use different and strong passwords on every single site. Bottom line, use a different password for every account, period. And then use a password manager to make managing all those passwords easier. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/4931. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.